usually hear from my student, from my community, why people not showing up online to serve your community. Usually because first of thing about story, my story means nothing. Like my story has nothing special, so I don't want to talk about it, which is not true. Like they often just talk about being a trauma psychologist. And also, I don't know about Maria and Natalia, and I think you want to do something about underwear. There must be a story behind. So talk about that story. It's definitely unique. You just have to believe that it's your story and you are the only one who is this person in the world, and there is definitely value out there. So everybody's story means something. That's the first problem that I heard a lot. And the second that I heard a lot is worry about what other people think about you, or whether your, I don't know, ex-colleague, your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, and stuff like that. Which is seriously not matter, because people are not actually thinking about you. Only you're thinking about this. So we don't have a lot of time for, we are in a very busy world right now. We don't have a lot of time for those things. So it doesn't really matter what other people think. People who have too much time maybe are thinking about you not being, like, why you're showing up online and stuff like that. What does that matter? It's your dream, and you need to do that in order to attract your ideal customer. So go out there and do that. And what other people think and say don't really matter. And yeah, if they have a lot of time and to think, and you just know they just don't have better things to do in their life, so totally fine. And third, what if nobody answer and engage? The thing is, when I first started to do live, 2-3 people show up, and then I keep doing and they just keep showing up more and more and more. Now I already closed that community because I cannot serve that community anymore. But I remember to put myself out there, and it's scary, and you really worry that nobody will show up. But the truth is, there is one person show up, and then tomorrow there may be 2, and then 3. So if you're actually providing value, then believe me, that will slowly grow. Or you are very lucky, you can grow even faster if you have a proper person to help you. That's why I think coaching is really, really helpful. A lot of people started by, like, I don't know where to start. And the thing is, if you have, even you have like a lot of people tell you you are like joining all the free classes and all the stuff. The thing is, you will get a lot of different information, or you will not know what to do. So that's why I would say sometimes if you don't know how to do it, just get a business coach to help you, and that would really save you a lot of time to figure out all by yourself. Yeah. And then what else? People also have, like, a lot of people also worry about how do, which percentage, how many percentage I share from my private life, and how many percentage I don't do that. So the thing is, you don't have to share your whole private into the world. You share what is valuable, what is the lesson you have learned. That it's not always from your business. You can also just go out today, I want to take a bike trip, and then you saw a kid like trying to learn biking and fall and come back and come back and come back, and then you had this, oh, okay, well, I learned something from this kid. Kids would, get back to the bike and fail it and do it again. So doing business the same. If you fail, you do it again. You fail, you do it again. It's no biggie, no big deal. So that could be a thing that you can share, right? So it's private, but it's not really private, right? So you can try to share things that is related to the business. And then along the time, maybe you will start to feel more comfortable and confident to share other things in your life. And it's totally depends on it's your business. You do whatever you want to do. So you do it your way. So, but in the beginning, you don't want to share so much private life. You don't have to. So usually that's a couple of questions or mindset block that I will heard from my students when they try to show up online. And then they will keep hearing this. Oh, there's one more thing, very important, perfectionism. A lot of people would like worry about they don't have good enough content to show up online to talk about things that matter. I always say you can never be perfect. I never had this. Actually, I never had this mindset block in my brain because I always knew I'm not perfect. I always knew I was not perfect. So I was growing up in tiger mother, Asian tiger mother family. So my mom always think that I was not good enough. That's how I grew up. So somehow it also helped me that I knew I was just not gonna be good enough to show up online, but this is not gonna stop me. I'm not telling you you have to think that you're not good enough. But this was totally like my problem in the beginning that I had to work on for so many years, that I had to work on to not being good enough. But somehow this also helped me not being a perfectionist. I just gonna show up online and who cares? Give me all your nasty comments and I will evaluate myself and see if it makes sense or not. If it makes sense, I'm happy to improve. If it doesn't, I don't care. Yeah. So that's very important mindset also. So usually those are the 5 things that I think it's usually how to that block people to show up online.